There are 5 keys that will lead you to music freedom with marketing, and that's what I want to talk about on this episode. Let's get it. Join me in my mission to help put at least 50,000 music artists on the right track to be independently successful with their music, to turn the talent that they have with their voice into gold. My name is Billy Nellis, and welcome to the Golden Voice Podcast. Boom. Okay, so we are back at it. And real quickly, I just want to say, I don't know if you are watching on YouTube right now because the podcast is also on YouTube, but I got the golden mic on deck right here, do-rag dub. I got to keep the waves tight. You see what I'm saying? But I love this thing. I love how it looks like. And I had to follow the theme on that when it comes to the Golden Voice Podcast. All right. So as I mentioned on the last 2 episodes, I'm going to be breaking down the AMF formula, which is one that I think that independent music artists should use to become self-made musicians. All right. Now, the A stands for affiliate marketing. And I said in the previous episode, right, if you didn't listen to it yet, you need to go back and, catch up a little bit. I mentioned that you can build passive income that will cover your bills and increase the budget that you're going to use to invest in your music business, right? So for that, you want to think about monthly recurring tools that you're already using right now. Things like your website, for example, website hosting, or your email marketing tool, or etc. Those are all things that you need to use for your music business every single month, right? And you pay for that every single month. Now, you're going to want to become an affiliate for those tools so that you can then share it with other people that are doing the same thing as yourself. And guess what happens? They're also going to pay monthly for these tools or services, right? And you're going to get a percentage of those payments. And that's what's going to start put you on the path to start building passive income. And this is where it's at when it comes to affiliate marketing. Now, when you get to the point where you have enough passive income coming in, right? And that will take a little bit of time, but because anything worth having is, it may be simple, but not easy, right? You'll be able to start covering your bills and then some. And plus, you're going to be making music stress-free, right? You're going to have a lot less stress, and you'll be able to make music without, thinking about so many things that may disturb your creativity, right? Now, that music is going to need marketing, though. Okay. You can make the best music in the world, like I'm saying in the intro, but if you don't market it, nobody's going to hear it. It's not going to go anywhere. Right. So you'll also, alongside of marketing, because you don't want to market music that's mediocre, right? You're also going to be able to invest in improving the quality of your sound, right? But let's talk about marketing, because the next part of the AMF formula stands for music marketing. Right now, over the years, coming from getting back to my music path, right, out of a financial mess, like you've heard on some of the previous episode of the Golden Voice Podcast, through investing in myself, in coaching, in mentorship, geeking out on marketing like crazy, as you may have noticed so far, right? I've strategically discovered that there are 5 keys that will lead you to music freedom with marketing. And I want to share those keys with you right here, right now. All right. Now, key number 1 is identifying and figuring out your audience. There's a thing in marketing that says if you market to everyone, you're basically marketing to no one. So you have to identify who you want to serve and who you want to lead with value with when it comes to your music, and your message is going to start to attract them, right? So you have to be clear on who you want to serve, identifying your audience, and then you're going to go out there and find them, right? Now that leads me to key number 2, and key number 2 is producing online content that will attract your audience, right? So once you are clear on who you want to serve, you're going to want to produce content that's going to bring them to you, right? So if you're a musician in this day and age, you're going to have to create content. You're automatically a content creator, and you're going to have to put in some consistency into that, because how are people going to find you if you're not putting content out there that's going to attract them to you and your music, right? So that's key number 2. Now, key number 3 is growing a highly engaged following. And there's a few things that you can do in order for you to start growing a following on social media, right? But you don't want to grow a following and just focus on metrics and vanity numbers and all that. You want your audience to be engaged, right? That's what's gonna allow you to build a relationship with your audience, with your followers, with your fans, so that they can engage with the stuff that you're putting out, right? Sometimes I see accounts, for example, on Instagram that may have thousands, hundreds of thousands of millions of followers. They put something out and they barely have any likes or any comments. You don't want that to happen to you, right? So, it's not so much about quantity, although it may be good over time. And, the work that you're going to consistently be putting out there is going to show that. But you can have a small audience that's highly engaged, and you're going to feel better because they're actually responding and engaging. And here's one thing that you can do to increase engagement with your followers right now. If you think that you may be thinking that you're not getting enough of it, one thing is to ask questions, either in the caption or even in the comments, right? And that's gonna promote or push someone to actually come in and engage back with you because you've asked a question, and that just allows you to be in a conversation on social media, for example. Okay, we have to be social on social media. That's what it's intended for. All right, it's just not all promo, and we're not talking to our people. We have to be social, and that's why the word social is in social media, right? We have to use that for that. Now, that was key number 3. Now, key number 4 is building a music buyers list. So at one point, you're gonna want to convert some of these followers into fans, right? So some of these people, you're going to have to bring them on to your email list, for example, so that you can build your own email list, because, I'm going to be covering on that, but you don't want to just build a following online on platforms that you don't fully control, because anything could happen and you could start from scratch and you lose all your followers. But if some of these followers are not on your own email list, your own data that you own, then you would be starting completely from scratch. This is something that happened to me. I can attest to that. And at least I didn't start from scratch, because I still have my own data and my own list. And I was able to restart another social media platform because I've lost one. I'm probably going to share that story on an upcoming episode. But yeah, you're going to want to build a music buyers list, which means at one point you may offer something like a free t-shirt that you can offer that they can pay for shipping for, right? Free plus shipping offer, for example, okay? Something that you can put in the front end that's going to allow you to start bringing people on your email list in exchange for something of value. And for them, it may be like a t-shirt or some merch or a little USB drive for a limited time or a contest, whatever it is. But then the value that you get in return of that is the data, their email address, or them coming onto your list, right? And then you're going to be able to use that for key number 5, right? Because key number 4 is building a music buyers list. Key number 5 is you're going to be able to effectively retarget them with ads. And that's where I think that a lot of, music artists should start when it comes to paid advertising, right? You should use the data that you have, and you're going to be able to retarget the people that became a music buyers list through your marketing efforts of offering a free plus shipping offer, for example. And now you can retarget them with another offer where you can then become more profitable, and you can rinse and repeat that so that they can become multiple buyers of your music, your merch, whatever offer you want to put out there. And this way, you're not advertising to a cold audience, completely cold audience. And what I mean by cold audience is an audience that have no idea who you are. But when you are retargeting, you're going back and you're showing people that already know who you are, or at least that are already aware of who you are, about something that you're offering, especially if they're going to support your music, that they're going to buy. And you can have one person buy multiple things from you. And that's how you're going to be able to grow a super fan base of people that actually or true fans, people that are going to buy anything and everything that you're going to put out there. That's how you get to that process and that you get to that point. And once you gather, so those are all the 5 keys, right? So once you've gathered all those keys, that's going to actually allow you to unlock your superfan engine. And that's actually what we're going to cover on the next episode. And this is where the magic happens. And there's actually something that I've discovered also in my journey that I'm going to share with you that may blow your mind. And that's going to show you that you don't need millions of followers and millions of fans to make a living off of your music. And we're going to be talking about that on the next episode. So make sure that you subscribe or that you follow the Golden Voice podcast again, so that you can get notified when we have the new episode coming up on that. All right. Now, are you struggling with any of those keys right now? Okay. Any of the keys that I shared with you? Because I don't know, maybe you're struggling with finding your audience, maybe it's creating content. You may have something that you're struggling with, right? If so, I offer consulting calls when it comes to that, where you get on a fan-based audit call with me, okay? We're going to assess your current music business situation, see where you're at, see where you want to go, so that I can give you some insights and some clarity and some guidance on the things that you should put priority on when it comes to growing your music business and putting yourself on track to be independently successful with your music, with your career, right? So go to thegoldenvoicepodcast.com/call. You'll fill out a 2-minute questionnaire there so that I can understand your current situation. And once you've done that, you're going to get a calendar link that's going to allow you to book a slot with me so that we can get on a call and further discuss everything. But I don't always open my calendar. If you see something there, make sure that you grab that opportunity and show up for yourself. Don't just book a call and you forget about it and you go about your day and you forget, because my time is highly valuable, and I actually come on these calls and I like to give insight so that I can shed the light on the things that you may be missing, so that you can continue to grow your business and get on the right track to be independently successful with it. All right. So with that said, go ahead and go to the goldenvoicepodcast.com/call. And I'm looking forward to talk with you. So yeah, this was the music marketing part of the AMF formula. On the next episode, we're going to talk about the superfan engine, to where you're getting all these keys. Now you'll be able to unlock your superfan engine. All right, let's go.